This man doesn't want to go to work but is chased around the streets by his boss. He hides in the back of a truck by the roadside and finally sheds his boss. Jack thinks he can finally breathe a sigh of relief, but he doesn't expect the boss to come back. In a moment of crisis, Jack dives into a cabinet and hides inside, daring not to come out. To his surprise, he's delivered along with the cabinet to a family's house. Only after everything settles down does he open the cabinet door, preparing to escape. But then he hears the sound of high heels downstairs and quickly hides under the bed. The homeowner Anna entered the room. Soon after, the male homeowner Jim also came in. Jack hides under the bed holding his breath. He knows that if he's mistaken for a thief, the consequences could be serious. From their conversation, Jack learns that the antique cabinet belonged to Anna's grandfather. She only brought it over because she's been thinking about her childhood lately. Suddenly, one of Anna's clothes falls beside the bed. Jack is scared into holding his breath instantly. Fortunately, after picking up the clothes, Jack doesn't notice anyone under the bed. He continues to hide there. At night, they go to bed, and Jack sleeps under the bed as well. In the middle of the night, when they're deeply asleep, Jack slowly crawls out from under the bed. He quietly slipped out of the room amidst the sounds of snoring. When Jack opens the front door, he stops in his tracks. He has no parents, no siblings, and no friends. Looking at the empty street, he doesn't know where to go, so he closes the door, returns to the room and continues to sleep under the bed. The next day, after Jim's family brushes their teeth and has breakfast, they drive out. Only then does Jack crawl out from under the bed. He thinks it's a waste for such a big villa to be empty. Let him live here during the day. He considers this request reasonable. He opens the fridge, takes out the leftover milk and delicious cookies, and eats them with enjoyment at the dining table. Jack feels that he should do some work after eating the homeowner's food, so he rolls up his sleeves and washes all the dishes and utensils. Then he goes to the storage room, finds an old shirt and a box of tapes. Listening to the lively music, Jack makes a bold decision to settle here permanently. As a carpenter with 25 years of experience, Jack is very familiar with cabinets. He moves the antique cabinet and removes the back panel of the white cabinet to build a room for himself inside. He hears footsteps downstairs as Jim comes home from work. Jack quickly puts the clothes inside, hides in the cabinet and closes the back door. Jack is scared. If the owners find him, he'll be sent to jail.